Genium provides optimized physiological gait, or OPG. The Genium offers for the first time the opportunity to walk with a gait that's incredibly close to natural physiological gait. By alleviating strain on the entire locomotor system, especially the sound, limb, and back, Genium helps prevent subsequent orthopedic problems. This significant improvement in user comfort is complemented by the simplification of numerous activities of daily life. Unlike other prosthetic knees, Genium is flexed at heel strike and has the capability to increase flexion in an electronically controlled manner after heel strike. During this movement, Genium will offer the right amount of stability. Stance flexion while walking can initially be trained in a static situation. Guide the knee and the socket and have the user bend and load the prosthesis. The user should feel that the resistance is increasing to control knee flexion. Try this in a later stage in a more dynamic situation. Adaptive yielding control will provide the appropriate resistance needed. The user does not need to extend their hip to try to control the prosthesis anymore. Encourage the user to trust the preflex feature in the knee at heel strike and let him experience the smooth extension resistance that follows during mid-stance. The appropriate amount of extension resistance will be automatically provided. As a third exercise, have the user walk with the support of the parallel bars. Be aware of natural pelvic rotation, equal arm swing, and continuous use of the OPG function. During training, it's possible to see if the user is walking optimally in the way you have taught them by watching the front of the Genium knee during heel strike. Do you see only the metal part of the knee ball? If so, the user is walking with only 4 degrees of flexion. If you see the black covering of the knee ball, the user is walking with an appropriate increased knee flexion. During stance phase, OPG provides the user with reduction of ground reaction forces for improved shock absorption, extended knee flexion that minimizes subsequent orthopedic problems, easier and safer negotiation of slopes, inclines, and uneven terrain, as well as reduction of compensatory movements. Adaptive swing phase control. Adaptive swing phase control offers swing phase quality comparable to that of non-amputees. There are several training exercises to support the user. First, train the user to vary his step lengths. Have the user walk as slowly as possible. Then have him try this with various step lengths. Make sure the user loads the prosthesis properly while maintaining the appropriate step rhythm. Also have the user walk as quickly as possible while varying step length. To train the user to walk with different gaits, you can use a metronome or other type of feedback signal. Make sure that the user walks with the following characteristics: correct arm swing, adequate pelvic rotation, simultaneous step width and step length in combination with good body posture, use of the OPG function during stance phase. Have the user walk in different patterns while maintaining a focus on these goals. Please note that the knee will instantaneously adapt to changes in shoe weight that are applied to the prosthesis. You can demonstrate this by adding extra weight to the foot. Help the user get a sense of how the knee behaves during normal walking. Put an extra weight around the foot. Have the user take a few steps, then remove the extra weight. Let the user walk again for several steps. The swing characteristics of the knee will stay the same during this exercise. During swing phase, OPG supports the user with an increase of ground clearance to reduce the risk of stumbling and falling, state-of-the-art stumble recovery technology as proven by the C-leg, an improved control of stride variations, short, long, slow, fast, and irregular steps, a reduction of stride length asymmetry, a reduction of cognitive and physical effort to control the prosthesis, and an automatic adaptation to weight changes. Dynamic stability control. With dynamic stability control, Genium utilizes an innovative, patented method for monitoring all movement situations. A continuous sampling of 6 parameters is used to define the optimal, safest point for switching between stance and swing phase. Thus, Genium considerably contributes to the user's safety in everyday life by allowing them to safely step or walk backwards or sideways. The user needs to be trained in these multi-directional movements. For training, have the user move backwards. Motivate the user to always load the prosthesis, rolling from the toe to the heel. Start this training in the parallel bars to make it as secure as possible for the user. In a later stage, you can help the knee to bend by briefly placing your foot on the prosthetic foot.